I'm Nikki Fitzgerald and you're watching Adorama TV. Today we'll be looking at a really easy way to create rich and colourful landscape shots with using an app called Pro HDR. I'm also going to show you how to access your camera really quickly from the lock screen of your iPhone, so you'll never miss that shot.
Adorama TV presents iPhoneography with Nikki Fitzgerald.
Now, the Apple camera comes as standard with your iPhone and it's great for creating quality photographs at big photo sizes. But it also has this great feature where you swipe from the bottom of the camera to capture those fleeting moments before the scene changes. If you're more interested in taking a photograph of something that isn't going to fly off, like a landscape, then I recommend Pro HDR. You can buy it from the App Store. Now, the Apple does have an HDR function, but it's a little more subtle and it doesn't pack a punch like Pro HDR, so I recommend Pro HDR. Now, HDR stands for High Dynamic Range, and it's great for sunny days when there's lots of contrast, lots of darks, lots of shadows and lots of lights and a tendency to overexpose. And what HDR does is it takes different exposures, light exposures and dark exposures, and it blends these exposures together so you get a nice, evenly exposed, lovely, rich and colourful image. Hi, Nikki Fitzgerald here for Adorama. Be sure to check out Adorama's latest contest to win prizes. Now, when our eye takes in a scene, it will automatically make lots of calculations, so you can see the definition in the darks and the shadows, and you can see the definition in the highlights, which is normally lost on a regular shot. Traditionally, you have to lug your DSLR camera, you dial in your separate exposures, you take your photographs, then you have to take them back to your computer, then you have to upload your pictures to your computer, then you need to use some expensive software to blend your images, and then finally you have your fantastic HDR shot. With the iPhone camera, this is so easy. You just tap once on the screen, it takes the separate exposures for you, and then instantly you have your wonderful HDR rich and colourful landscape shot, and you can share that instantly with friends and family. So I think I've got myself a really good spot here, which is great for HDR because you need to keep still. We've got some great skies here, really cloudy. HDR loves grey skies. It will make a really dynamic shot. We've got the lighthouse behind us, so let's get our shot. So we'll open our Pro HDR app. We'll position the lighthouse so it's in the rule of thirds to the right of the frame. And those skies look fantastic. So let's click on the camera button, the icon to the right. Keep really still, lock your arms in. And first it will take an underexposed picture in 1 minute, and then it will take an overexposed picture, and then it will start doing the blending straight away. And there we have our fantastic picture of Portland Bill Lighthouse with all those colours really shining through and all that definition that we want and what we get from an HDR app. And what we can do now is save that down, or we can share that with friends and family straight away by using the share button. Or we can even edit it further, take some of that saturation down using the sliders below. So remember, HDR, get yourself a good place to sit, rest against something, keep your camera still, try not to have anyone moving in the picture, unless they're not important or they're far away, that won't matter. Grey skies are great, keep still, keep sturdy, use a tripod, and you'll have a fantastic HDR shot. Thank you for joining me this week. I'm going to help you learn week by week how to take some great photographs with your iPhone. You can also subscribe to Adorama TV, where you can like and share their videos, or you can hop over to the Adorama Learning Centre, where there's loads more great iPhoneography advice, hints and tips, and great ways of making your photographs fantastic.
Do you want great looking prints at low cost? Be sure to visit our easy-to-use online printing service. Adorama Pix has professionals who treat your images with the utmost care that you can count on. For a quick turnaround on photos, cards, or albums, use AdoramaPix.com.